welcome back for another weekly recap of what's happened at IMS. It's been a relatively productive week, but not a super busy week in the sense of getting the big builds and stuff like that. So I don't like saying I'm not going to have a lot to give you this week. We've always got stuff to show, but I'm also probably posting a lot more now individually as well. So it's making it a little bit harder to do these episodes because I just don't want to go recapping on things we've already done. So I'm probably going to try and do more of just walk arounds, talk to the guys, sort of give you a bit more of an inside look as to how things operate and function around here. So if you've been following along, we're sort of super keen about our Silverado stuff, and we're finally getting our long range fuel tanks in stock, which are all from Walkinshaw Performance. Absolute brilliant bit of hardware. We've fitted so many long range fuel tanks in our years of been trading, and these guys, man, they have just done such a good job with these tanks, like the OE quality and installation and all that. They're just absolutely brilliant. I cannot recommend these tanks highly enough. And people will probably thinking, yeah, it's because you're selling it. You know what, mate, if I couldn't sell these tanks and I couldn't get access to these tanks, I would still recommend these tanks. They are so good, and the way they fit, they're just amazing. So yeah, if you've got a Silverado, you want a long range fuel tank, the WP tank, hands down, in my opinion, is the best. I'm putting one in my own car, and they're really good. So, and I also dropped a video this week of my Silverado where we done the exhaust system, and man, that was awesome. Like if you haven't watched it, go over there and check it out. Just from putting the Walkinshaw Performance headers, cats and cat back on it, it picked up 27 kilowatts and 40 odd Newton meters of torque. No tuning, no nothing, literally just bolted on, and it was just, I was so amazed at how good it was. I couldn't be any happier with it. So, but let's go out and see the guys. Unfortunately, today is Matthew's last day here. He's pretty much finished today, so he's out of here. So I don't know if he's got anything to say, but yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate everything. Thank you, Stuffy and Marianne. So that's Matthew pretty much signing off today at 5. So he's still here for the day, but yeah, that's it tonight. So, but got pacemaker exhaust systems. We're keeping these on the shelf now. Boys are just unpacking them to put out in the shop. If we do that many Commodores, we just have to keep this stuff on the floor flowing through. That's a 6.2 litre that we've just done a head and cam package on for a customer. It's going into a hot rod for a local shop around here. So Curly's Rods and Customs, I believe he's doing it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that project. Some more long range fuel tanks, and obviously Silverado, wheels and tyres. Like, yeah, stock is king. If you don't have stock these days in this industry, you're just waiting and waiting, and yeah, and it's just so hard to get stock, and yeah, it gets very frustrating with some companies when they can't supply when they say they've got stock. So it's annoying. But we've got, what else has been going on? So Cassidy's at the moment just pulled the engine out of this VY over here. That's getting a head and cam package, stall converter, and so on. So we don't normally pull the engines out. We only pull them out when we've got to do, for example, like put a new oil pump O-ring on them, or drop the sump, or we've got to put a converter on it. So as soon as we sort of have to do either one of those items, then we pull the engine. Alice ones are now, well, your VTs, the VYs, they're starting to get on now, so it nearly just makes it easier to pull the engine out. 79 series, this one here was booked in. It actually had a turbo failure. Was having a few issues with the turbo, so we've just had to replace the turbo on that. Ended up putting a PowerMax Garrett turbo on that one. I believe that's what went on it. So what customer wasn't chasing big power, just pretty much wanted it fixed and running and reliable and get out there and start touring, so which is good. Costa's S15. Jade has been working on this week, although it doesn't look like he's touched it at all, which is pretty much every single workshop's painful problem, that you can spend all week on these cars and see absolutely nothing. You can just blow hours upon hours and you just don't see anything, and it's so annoying. And you can hit Friday and just look at it and go, what have I got to show? But as the upcoming weeks come, the builds slowly come together. So if you are a customer and you do have a car in a shop and you walk in there every week and it's like, oh, they haven't touched my car, it hasn't changed, you know, don't be fooled. They have been working on it. It just never ever looks like we've touched it. There's so much stuff under the car. Like Jade's been underneath his car all week. He's had to set up all the gearbox, the clutch, the hydraulics, you know, all the clutch links, the travel, the fork. You know, there's so many things he's had to do under the car, which you can't see. And I literally just can't roll under there and show you. And a lot of the stuff's internal as well. So, but he has started doing the brake booster. And then obviously you can see he's now getting ready to start the plumbing and the brake system. So it's pretty good. We've got Nick's VF. We're just waiting on stuff to come back from powder coat, which is just frustrating as hell. That's sort of sitting up there all naked, waiting for that to come. Almost need to get our own powder coater because I'm just sick to death of waiting weeks upon weeks to get this stuff done. Jason's green VY, we've had to pull a header off that one and get it re-HPC coated. He actually did some work on the car himself and dropped the rag on there, so it actually, yeah, stuffed the coating up on it. So we're getting that off for him and get it fixed up. This one here came to us to get a tune done, I believe it was, and we had instructions to check the engine because it was tight to turn over and to open the oil filter up and check it. And that's always something that you just go, what? You know, yeah, if you get a car booked in to tune it and you're telling us to do that stuff, we get scared. So anyway, the full story basically is the customer rebuilt the engine himself with the assistance of another fellow who apparently is really good at this stuff. And yeah, that turned into be an absolute disaster for him. So once we opened up the filter, it was full of metal. And then once we got the engine apart and had a look inside it, it was epic. It was really, really bad inside. And unfortunately for this customer, he's gone and got rods, pistons. They literally done a full build. And I think the only thing we salvaged out of it was the rods, the block, and that's about it. And the crankshaft, you know. So unfortunately for him, he's had to pay now twice, and it's cost him quite a fair bit to sort of get it to where it is now. And had he not said anything to us, we would have got that on the dyno, and I would have literally melted this engine to the ground within probably 10-15 minutes. By the time I would have realised what was going on, it would have been too late. So yeah, so if you're going to do stuff yourself out there, like, please just work in with the workshop that's going to do the work for you or do your tuning. I can't stress this more. Like, just talk to the people who are going to work on your car, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to spend twice, and if you're trying to save yourself money, it's just going to cost you more. So finally getting back onto my territory. I've pretty much pulled Darian off everything today and just said, that's it, we're getting my car done. I've had enough. I want my car going. So it's Friday, it's raining, the weekend's going to be raining, and I might as well just bury myself in this car and get it done, get it off the hoist, and free up some more space in the workshop. So Jade's doing a 200 series today. That's in for a full exhaust system, and then I'm pretty much going to get on the dyno later today, do a full engine tune, transmission tune. If you have been following along, you would know that we are doing a lot of diesel remapping. We do heaps of it during the week. I don't really post much about it, only because it does get a little bit boring for the average person to watch. So, but that's pretty much all I've really got this week. We got a bit done on Joe's BA. We were chasing a fueling issue on that one, and we've worked that one out yesterday. So, but other than that, that's pretty much the recap of this week. We had some good cam jobs, good head and cam jobs through the week, which we always do. Another good one was the Walkinshaw. We did a Walkinshaw 507 pack on an LSA. That was really good. Made good power, made good gains, customers stoked with that one. So it's a really good package to put on those cars. Yeah, it's out of the box, it just works. So, but we've put that one up on YouTube. So if you want to check that one out, jump across and have a look at that. I believe we put another 3 or 4 videos up over the week. I probably will make these episodes a little bit smaller now as time goes on, only because I'm progressively doing more videos over the course of the week. And I'll probably just treat these episodes just to walk around, have a bit of a chat, show you things that are going on, and also show you the things that aren't cool and are cool in the sense of people getting jobs done and then paying twice and so on. So try and give you a bit more of an inside feeling of how things are going around the workshop. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. If you do like it, let me know. And if you don't like it, let me know. I'm cool with that too. So, and please subscribe. Click the little bell thing if it's down there or up there. I don't know where it is, but just click it. Give it a good flick with your finger, and I'll be happy with that one. So, but anyway, have a good weekend. Stay safe. See you next week.